Today, I'm showing you how you can build a lead generation form using AI and have all of your leads collected in HubSpot. So we're using a form builder called Weebly.ai, which allows you to, build forms and surveys with AI. So I'm going to build you an example lead generation form, and then I'm going to show you how you can set that up so that you can get the leads into HubSpot. So the basics are that you can just describe what you want to build in this prompt box here. You can also style it using AI, but I'll leave that to a different tutorial. So you can either just type, you can also upload documents. So if you have an example lead generation form, if you have some information about the types of leads that you want to collect, you can also drop that here, or you can just talk to the AI. So that's what we're going to do. I need a lead generation tool for a AI form builder. I want to know what kind of form builder people are using today. Use a drop down populated with the top players in the field. I'm also interested in what they currently lack as functionality in their current tools, and also just ask any other questions that you think are relevant for a lead generation form. I want it to be spread across multiple pages. So AI is going to analyze what I said. It's going to generate a prompt from that, and I can simply generate the form. I have a preview of that form here on the left, so I can play around with it. I can change the prompts. Let's see what I came up with. So this is our lead generation form. So I have the form builders that are currently used by the leads. So as you can see, it's been populated for me with the right responses. I can specify another, and then it's asking the features that are missing. So let's quickly skip through it. Biggest pain points, none, because I'm using Weebly, it's magnificent. And then it came up with some other questions, other tools that are used in conjunction. That's always interesting to know, like what's in the scope of your lead. And then the email address and of course the company name. Okay, so let's say that we're pretty satisfied with this lead generation form. We then continue to the editor. So this is a sort of manual version of what we just did. So you can continue tweaking your form any way that you see fit. You can change the styling and the fonts, etc. And you can also start setting up logic. So if you want to skip certain pages, if you want to only show a specific question when something is answered, or you can also set up an integration. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to connect to HubSpot. It's a single sign-on thing. Let's choose the right account here. I'm already signed into HubSpot, so this is going to be pretty easy. Connect the application and we're going back into Weebly. So we're now connected. So what we can do is we can determine which fields of our form are going to map onto contact properties. So we're going to keep it rather simple. We're only going to use first name, last name, and email address and map that into the corresponding contact properties. So first name, and then we have our last name, which will map onto the last name property of our contact. And finally, of course, the most important part, we need to be able to reach our lead. We're also going to map the email address. So you could also sort of store what tools that they're using. That all depends, of course, on your HubSpot setup. So we create that integration. Let's go ahead and publish our form. The form itself is either a standalone form, something that you can send around, or you can embed it onto your website as a part of the website, embed, or as a pop-up. All right, so let's go through our lead generation form as if we were a lead. So we're using Weebly.ai as a form builder. We're going to skip through some of these questions because they're not relevant to showcase the point, of course. So we're called John Johnson, which is the least conspicuous name out there, and we're John@Johnson. I'm from John Jones. That makes sense. All right, submit. And then if you go back into HubSpot and you refresh, you'll see that the lead has been created in HubSpot. So this is how you quickly generate a lead generation form using AI in Weebly.ai, and then have your leads be sent into HubSpot so that you have all of the data there, and you can then actually go out and reach out to your lead and make sure that you close that deal.